We need to stop feeding these greedy scalpers. Hi, by the way, I'm done. What up, everybody? Today I want to talk about something that has been weighing heavy on my heart, mind, and soul, and that is the ridiculous prices of Pokemon games nowadays, okay? I am done. I will not have it anymore. I am not paying these prices, and I'm just going to go over a few talking points, show you some examples, and a couple of other things to prove to you why you need to stop paying ridiculous prices for Pokemon games. It's time to take back the Pokemart. I'm gonna start off with a little bit of a backstory, okay? My first games were Pokemon Red and Blue. I'm an old man, and my very first game was Pokemon Blue version. One of my friends from school, whose parents had bought him both Red and Blue, lent me his extra Game Boy and his Pokemon Blue version, and I was hooked. It was like the junk. I needed it. My mom was a single mom of 2 kids, could not afford to buy me my own Pokemon Blue or Red or Game Boy Color for that matter. So I did what any other kid would do, and I bought, sold, and traded games with other kids in my school until I worked my way up and finally got me my own Game Boy Color and a copy of Pokemon Red. Ever since then, I've played all of the generations. I've gone to special events to retrieve event Pokemon. I've even competed in the VGCs a couple times. That being said, you know, life happens, and there was a point in time where I was going through a little something and I needed to sell all of my belongings in order to pay for a relocation, you know, and those games were a part of it, and it crushed my guts. But I'm in a better position now. I'm not rich, but I'm just above the poverty line where I can afford to pay rent and maybe, you know, make a couple frivolous purchases. So I went and I started looking for Pokemon games, and lo and behold, these prices blew the crap out of my mind. I think that was like perfect timing, right? Yeah, there was crap in my mind, and it was blown out. The prices are ridiculous, and we're gonna go and check out some games together. But first, I want to show you that I have gotten some really good deals, and you don't have to settle for scalpers trying to rip your pockets out. Okay, I'm gonna show you a couple of the scores that I've gotten over the past couple weeks to show you that you don't have to pay these ridiculous prices. Okay, I found a dude on Marketplace who sold me Pokemon Red and Blue, Gold and Silver, Crystal, and a Berry Game Boy Color, and there was like a ton of other like Game Boy games for $250. Okay, I thought that was a freaking steal, and I bought the entire bundle from him. Second thing I did was I came across a pawn shop. I went in there, and he had a copy of Pokemon Black. He was trying to sell it for $120, and I talked him down to $80, which is more than I would have spent for this game, but just the fact that I was able to talk him down was a win, and I took it. I still felt a little regret because that was a little bit above my price point, but I did it. Funny thing is, the very next day, I found somebody on Marketplace selling Pokemon Black 2 for $50. So you know what I did? I bought it, because the next game that I wanted, I knew was going to be extremely hard for me to find at a decent price, and that was Soul Silver. Now, in the market right now, Black 2 sells for more than what Soul Silver does. So I hit the person up and I said, hey, would you mind trading for Black 2? You can make more money off of it. And he said, money? And that was it. And I met up with him and I did the trade. So I got Soul Silver basically for $50. Okay. And a deal I just did today was I traded this card that I got randomly. I'm not a card collector, but my girlfriend knows I like Pokemon, so she bought me a pack of Pokemon cards, and this card was in there. I looked it up, saw how much it was worth, put it up for trade, and somebody offered me Pokemon Emerald for that card. So, a free Pokemon Emerald. Not only that, but he also had an authentic Pokemon Ruby and a Game Boy Advance SP that he offered to sell me for $100. I took it. You know, you can't. That's amazing. I'm telling you all of this to show you that you don't need to resort to letting somebody take advantage of you because you want something, so they're gonna try and charge you ridiculous amounts of money. Okay? Now, if you will, let's go take a look at some of the games and how much people are charging for them. Yeah? Let's check some Soul Silver copies and what they're going for. There's a guy selling a rusted copy of Pokemon Soul Silver and Super Mario Bros. Also rusted for $145. Mario itself goes for like 10 bucks. Okay? That condition is nowhere near worth $145. Okay, $300 for a complete in box. I know some of you would be thinking, oh, that's pretty good for sealed in box. Do you know what that goes for? No, it was like 50 bucks when it came out, maybe 60. Check this out. Pokemon games. How many games is he? Is it more than these two? Because he's selling these for $1,200. Oh, he has Emerald, Soul Silver, and Heart Gold for $1,200. This guy's smoking dicks. 510, 3DS, DS Lite, and Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Okay, let's see this. Let's see what he's doing. A Pokestepper. Okay, Hearth Gold. Okay, can't even bother to know the correct terminology or spell it right, but he's selling it for $510. This, on average, you can get a DS for about 45 to 50 bucks. All right, that's 50 bucks. These are the least wanted versions of the 3DS. You can get them anywhere between 80 and 100 bucks, let's say. Even though the prices for those are inflating too, but we're not talking about that today. Okay, so let's say 130 bucks. Okay, now we got Heart Gold and Soul Silver and the Pokestepper making up the remainder of the price. So $370 for loose Pokemon games and a Pokestepper. So no, that's not a good deal. Okay, just because something is cheaper but still expensive, it doesn't make it a good deal. $400 for what games? So for $400 you can get White 2 and Soul Silver. Eat dick. All right, so we saw Soul Silver. We know Heart Gold is the same. Okay, let's check out Fire Red. What do we got? We got some reproductions. Fire Red, $115 for Fire Red. $90 for a foot fungus looking Pokemon Fire Red. That's ridiculous. Okay, $500. What is in this bundle? How many games? Is this just Fire Red for $500? This is just bad. Okay, we have, oh my god. So we have a Pokemon Fire Red and a Pokemon Ruby that somebody lost on a dirt trail, and someone else came and found them 8 years later, and they're selling these for $250. Is there anything else more? Nope, it's a bundle. $250 for some of the worst condition looking games ever. Okay, is this a world that we really want to live in? I mean, from fan to fan, in what world do you pay $250 for that? $350 for an inbox. Ridiculous. $250. $250. $250. $250, bro. The game was $40 when it came out. I get that it's old, but look at and this person. This is infuriating. The fact that somebody thought that, hey, I'm gonna buy up all of these and sell them for this price is ridiculous to me. And look, this should tell you, the fact that there's all of these and even all of this in this one picture, that the game is not rare. They made millions. The game is not hard to find. These prices are enough to make you want to stand up and say no. Okay? And here's the thing. Here's what I want to impart to everybody. Okay? You are the buyer. If you don't buy, they can't sell. That's what I want everybody to really think of. Yeah, you might want your Pokemon and you want your Pokemon now. Like, I want to play Leaf Green and I want to play it today. What is the cheapest I can find it for? $100? Fine, I'll give that person my $100 for this game. And guess what? Another person is going to see that they sold it for $100 and nobody else has it for $100. So why would I sell it for $100 when I can sell it for $150 since nobody else has it for $100? You know, and that's how the chain keeps going, and people just keep getting more and more greedy. That's what bothers me. I will not have it. And I don't want you to have it either. This is ridiculous, and we have to stop. We have to take control. We have to make sure that people know, hey, you're not going to get away with this anymore. I don't care if it's your full-time job. I don't care if what you do for a living is you flip. I don't care how much money you make from it. You're not going to be making any more money from me, and I don't want anybody else to give these greedy scalpers their money. You know why? Because there's such thing as reasonable pricing. Okay, it's totally possible for you to make a profit and not take advantage of somebody. That's that passion again, just knocking stuff over. It's totally possible. It's totally possible. But the thing is, people want to maximize their profits and screw everybody else. I don't care if you want to play the game. I want your money. No, it's really a buyer's market. Okay, that's what you have to realize. This is a buyer's market. This is not a seller's market. When you see something at Walmart, right, and they order a shit ton, people don't buy enough, it goes on clearance. The price drops. If a big box company can do that, best believe Timmy in his mom's basement is going to do that too. I do want to make something clear to resellers. I'm not against reselling, okay? I understand that that's, you know, that could be your bread and butter, or maybe you don't even have a job, so that's what you need to do. But there's also a way that you need to go about it that doesn't make you seem worse than a greedy corporate company. You know, this whole supply and demand thing is fake news, okay? I guarantee that if we all here settled on a price right now, like what I said, I think I'm sticking with 50, but if we all settled on that same price, right? And you see Joe Schmo selling Pokemon Emerald for $200, and he has 50 people messaging him talking about, hey, would you do 50? Hey, would you do 50? Guess what? He's gonna get frustrated that he's not selling it for $200, and he's gonna bump that down to 50. And if he wants to be stubborn, then he'll be sitting on Pokemon Emerald for his $200 price tag that nobody's paying. And another thing that I see is that I've seen the same person trying to sell the same game for the same price, not budging a bit, doesn't sell it. Month later, still trying to sell it, nobody's buying. Month after that, pops it down from $120 to $110, Pokemon Black. Guess what? Nobody bought it. You know, to the point where people just get frustrated and they'll say, you know what, whatever, best offer. And I've seen that too. And I've seen ads go from price not negotiable to OBO, you know, or best offer. So that goes to show that a lot of people are not buying it at those prices anyway. I don't even know where they come up with these prices. I don't know what it is. Is it that, like, what, you see Logan Paul pay like a crazy amount for something, so now you think it's worth that? Get out of here. I don't want to ramble on too much. I just wanted to make those points because I feel like it's extremely important. Let me go back to this instead of looking at these infuriating prices. I just wanted to share that. I strongly think that everyone, buyers, should all get on the same page. Okay, this is not a seller's world, bro. It's not. That's the real hard pill to swallow. This is not a seller's world. When we realize that, we make them realize that, and they realize, oh shit, nobody's buying it. Okay, so and you know, I made this video specifically about Pokemon games, but also Pokemon cards, Resident Evil merchandise. I'm a big Resident Evil fan. Those prices are also anything that you see for a ridiculously high price. You know, for example, PlayStation 5. People were actually buying the PlayStation 5s for $1,000, and that gave those resellers more incentive to purchase more and sell more for $1,000 for a $500 system, because people wanted it, so they wanted to pay. I don't care the price. No, start to care. Start to care, because your willingness to pay a high price for something means that other people are going to have to deal with somebody trying to charge those prices. But going back to what I was saying before, if we all get on the same page and don't allow anybody to overcharge us, and if we all offer somebody who's selling a Pokemon Emerald for $200, $50 for it, he's gonna say, hey, maybe this is only worth $50 and sell it. Okay, so I'm gonna leave you with that, and I'm also gonna leave you with this quick clip right here.
Ultimately, things don't cost what they cost. They cost what people are willing to pay.
And that being said, if you have any feedback, even if you're an angry reseller, mad that somebody is pulling on your collar, type it down in the comment. All right, let's discuss this. Anyway, you guys have a great day, a great month, a great year. Happy hunting. Peace out.